Hello. Spotify, why did we not move to my background music, my yacht music? Goodness. I need my yacht music. It keeps me on track. I really don't know how to explain it at all. But hello. How is everybody doing? Um, I also noticed. Just give me 1 second. I need to go get the baby. Um, yes. I thought I already put him in here, but um, I was uh, I was doing some futzing around. I got kind of put into like a Ah. Oh, he's huge. I kind of got myself into like a rabbit hole of like things I can do with him. So, yeah, so there's there's that. Um, yeah. It's it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie. I have looked into many things. I also don't understand why he's not moving right now. Come on, little guy. Yes, there's the boy. Oh boy. Oh goodness. But yes, I have gone into a rabbit hole of things that I can do with the baby. And my little IT brain is like, getting a little bit of a workout because there are some ways that I can make him talk back to us. Um, I have to write it though, because I don't want to use anything else. So I will be. Oh, there he is. He's talking. He's talking. Thank you, Bulwick, so much. But he should be moving. I don't know why the fuck he's not moving. Hello, dames. ¿Cómo se dice movement in Espanol? Um, your other mother is the one who speaks Spanish. I do not. I guess we will just, I think he just might chill for today. We'll figure out. Normally he looks around and stuff like that, so I need to figure out why he doesn't want to look around right now. He's just staring at everybody. He's giving a death glare. He knows. He yeah. He there we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. There he goes. As a father of two already, don't know if I need another kid talking back to me. Well, we have one. And so I have been looking into ways, again, that you guys can interact with him. So I will be probably futzing around with that a little bit this weekend. And I'm very excited for that. But anyways, enough about that. It's been a long week parenting this little guy. But how has your week been going? I would love to know what is up. What's the tea? This week, man, do I have a doozy for you and why we're doing a research stream today. Also not too proud to admit it. It took me a solid day to figure out that the 84 on his caps is your 80 and Lucy's 4. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love that. You know what? I don't think. Anamarchy, hello, and Anthony, hello. How are you two? I know. I did want to say something before I go into my first world problems in academia. We did honor Datamarchy during our May streams, and I just want to again send my condolences over to Anamarchy. I know a lot of you guys came from him originally, and he has been so amazing, and he shared his story about his dad, and I just like, he is just an insanely cool guy. So I was thinking about you know reading again what you had written, if that's okay. No, I don't. I meant to message you beforehand. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I do want to at least say that he was a very special person, a veteran as well, and so and a comms veteran as well. So I just want to say again, fair winds and following seas. I am sure he is kicking ass wherever he is, and will continue to kick ass. So he was the go. Okay, so I did do like a brief write up. Although I do, you know what? Fuck it. I want to read the whole thing that you wrote because it was honestly fantastic when we read it during our May streams. For those of you who do not remember, way back before I took my health hiatus, I asked you guys to send me stories of veterans in your life, people who have touched your life, whether they are friends, if they were family. I just wanted to honor them as much as possible. So, Datamarky, his name is John, moved to Australia from England in 1972 to regroup with the rest of the family who had already immigrated. He joined the army in 1973 and later volunteered for the Signal Corps. Whoop whoop! After completing basic training. And he was among the first responders to one of Australia's worst natural disasters, Cyclone Tracy, in 1974. It was a rough cleanup, but had a few funny stories, and the funniest being the entire army contingent queuing for the last standing pizza shop in the entire city of Darwin, the rest having been flattened by the storm. He later deployed in operations during the Papua New Guinea independence crisis in the mid-1970s and the ongoing guerrilla war between Indonesia, West Papua, and Timor, protecting Australian interests in the region. And due to his role in signal and comms and intelligence while attached to Australian Special Operations, his combat operations record remains classified. And suffice to say, thankfully, despite being shot at directly and engaging in combat, the fact that, Anamarchy is able to write that, it means that the enemy missed, and he was just a fantastic guy. He was an aviation nutcase. He passed that trait on. He obsesses over things that flies, air shows, museums. He's also very active in the veteran community, even serving as president of the local branch of the RSL, which is the Legion for the UK and the US, for many years. This is a particularly incredible achievement, given that the aforementioned obsession with airplanes is definitely a result of the infamous TISM, and he remains one of the most socially awkward men in history. So the fact that he overcame that fear to step up and advocate for veterans, make speeches, and run an organization is truly incredible. His favorite food is Indian, and amazingly, he can make it from scratch and is an incredible cook and genuinely incredible. He's also an excellent singer, worked as a lighting engineer in amateur theater, drove a cab in the 80s, and finally worked for Coca-Cola over the course of 35 years. So again, that is what we had read out in May, and all of that still stands to this day. So I just wanted to make sure that I paid, respects and stuff like that, because personally, from a comms and signal perspective and intelligence perspective, it's kind of a weird brotherhood. It's kind of cultish, I'm not gonna lie. So when you find out that somebody is in comms, it's like I don't know. It's extra weird. We're a fucking cult. But he genuinely sounds like an amazing person and somebody who, the type of veteran that I look up to and what I strive to do. So again, an amazing life led, and thank you. Yes, tip my fedora to this great man. Absolutely. I need a fedora. Just like Buzzard, I need a fedora. Yes, absolutely. Compared to that, my first world problems in academia do not shape up very much. But speaking of aviation, my professor is an absolute aviation nutcase. He was a combat fighter pilot. I'm really not good with words today. I really, truly apologize. This is not the time where I need to be bad with words. Cleaning up his stuff. I have 5 stereo systems from across 3 decades. He also has a box full of random electronics. Me too. I have... This is obviously a shared trait. I have like a multiple junk drawers. Okay, you know how like every person, at least like I feel like a lot of people, at least in America, have a dedicated drawer where all the shit goes. You know what I mean? Like just random fucking bits and bobs and ends, and they all just go there. Um, and fuck, Microsoft Teams just went off. No, fuck. Sorry. Um, so like all of my stupid fucking dumb shit is in multiple drawers. I'm finding so much junk. Yes, this could be me one day. Fuck. Wherever we go after we leave this mortal coil, I will my loved ones will also have to clean up multiple drawers of either circuit boards that need to be resoldered or soldered, fucking just a fuck ton of coils, and coils of fucking every goddamn cable you can think of, Cat 5, fucking, yeah, it's just a lot. Console cables I have so many console cables. Why? I don't know. I genuinely do not need that many console cables. I have Cisco console cables. I have fucking, whatchamacallit, Aruba. I have ones for, you would all think that they work, you know, that you could like hot swap them. No, not the case. At least for my last job. And then, what's the other one? Cisco, Aruba, and I'm blanking. Broadcom. Shit for Broadcom. It's probably not all junk. It's probably something you can use to tap embassies. I've got a tape deck from 1982 here, complete with analog dials. Holy shit! And 3 different amps. Oh boy. Man was trying to build a radio. He was really trying to build his own radio. Oh god, that's so funny. Yeah, it's obviously a shared trait of the comms and radiotism, just in general IT. Jesus, yeah. Again, same fucking way. I have like way too fucking many. It's actually insane. Oh my god. I also thought like, oh yes, these will come in handy at some point. So like, the funny part, why the fuck, why are you doing this? Reactive, hello? You know, speaking of fucking IT bullshit, Jesus Christ, leave me alone. My IT shit. Microsoft would love your perspective. Oh my god. I speak of the computers and they know. They just know to start sending me random fucking bullshit. The other thing, so you could probably pick up an old Statsy comms with that. I saw like a video of this guy who bought an old military radio and was showing people how to fucking how to get certain channels and shit. It was ridiculous. Cat 5 is a little long in the tooth there, but a roll of that would be better than a roll of anything newer that you don't have. I have fucking fiber. I have round and I have square fiber. Why? I don't need it, and it's old. Like, it's fiber I pulled out of old IT closets. It's not even, like, good fiber. I have a feeling it's fucking janked. Like, again, there's no reason for me to have all this shit. The algorithm, it's not the algorithm, it's my fucking... Alright. We're gonna have to back up for a little bit. Thank you, Tal, for the resub! But, anyway. I have to back things up a little bit, okay? So, the reason why my computer's going nuts is because guess who now has a group project? That's right. That's right. Guess who now has a group fucking project? Yeah. Yeah, so that whole thing about my professors allowing me to do labs and shit like that, yeah, that's bullshit. All right, so let's back this up a little bit. Fucking yay. Exactly. All right, so let's back this up a little bit. All right. You guys will think this is funny just because of the community that we're in and stuff like that. Let me pull up some stuff. So anyway, my professor, as I said, he was a combat pilot in the Air Force for 20 years. He flew for United Airlines and then somehow weaseled his way back into cybersecurity. Again, I don't really know how that happened, but he's had a hell of a career, and now he does some secret squirrel shit at the Pentagon. Anyway, all right, cool. His office hours for me are at 5:30 PST, which is 2:30 in the morning here in Norway. Okay, all right, I can do that. Like, it's fine. Once a week, cool. So I go on Tuesday. Last Tuesday was the fucking 28th. Okay, October 28th. I sit there and I'm listening to him, and he had said we're doing individual projects. There will be no group projects. So I assume that the assignment is going to change to fit that narrative and be appropriate in that sense. Cool, so I'm waiting. He's yapping about, okay, this is CYB, blah, 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 and we're going to be doing blah, blah, blah. And he's, barely talked about the project, then goes into, hey, so you guys know that, like, it's sometimes really hard to break into the IT field. So instead, you guys should join the airlines. We know my track record with airplanes. It's not great. No, not at all. So anyway, he goes on a 30-minute rant. Okay, it's now 3 in the morning, and he's talking about how we need to join the airlines because it's way more money and easier than breaking into the cybersecurity field at an entry level. Anyway, he yaps about that for too long, and then he's like, shit, I ran out of time. I have to go talk to another fucking another class. Sorry, guys. Or like, yo, the fuck? So we're like, okay. He sends up a follow-up email talking about how we should break into the airlines. Cool. It's whatever. It's fine, bro. I get it. We all go on our rants. I definitely go on my rants. I yap a lot. I'm a yapper. You guys know this. But like, all right, anyway, I go back to bed. It's fine. It's cool. I send my justification for why I should do labs, basically, that I am overseas. It's... Thank you. It's really hard, if you guys didn't know, to get a business sponsor here in Norway as a student, because a lot of these businesses... So our capstone is to, like, make a business project, or, like, do an IT project with a business, which would be fine if I was stateside, but again, I'm not. So, a lot of companies here, the big companies, will sponsor students to go to school in exchange for they will become employed under them after they're done, which is, like, super cool. That's how we used to do it in the States, like way back in the day, is, an employer would sponsor you through college, through your degree program. So, anyway, cool. I basically told him, listen, nobody wants to work with a foreigner. The time difference is nutso. I could swing something, but it would drive me into the ground if I have to do this for 3 months. I already have a packed schedule. I work, school, on top of this project, and, like, everything else. It's not possible. Last week, I don't go to the office hours because I was like, if he's just going to yap about how I should join the airlines, it's not worth it. Like, I have my instructions, I have what I need to do. It's fine. I don't need help right now. That day, he starts blowing up everybody's emails, everybody's announcements, saying, actually, shit, we have to do a group project. Not everybody can do labs. Program director really wants you to have meaningful projects. Blah, blah, blah. He sends this shit for 2 days, and finally he messages me. He's like, I can put you in a group. Okay. Okay. One final group project that will be 3 months long. Fuck my life, but I can get through it. I've done it before. We'll do it again. And right now, we have somebody who is blowing up our fucking emails and our Microsoft Teams. Mind you, this wasn't his project. We have a student who already has a business sponsor. He has a project lined up, so he knows what needs to get done. I shot him an email yesterday. I said, here are the ways to reach out to me, everywhere from Slack to Teams to fucking WhatsApp to Signal to like freaking you could send a carrier pigeon. Like, this is the way to do it. And I put the ball in his court because this is not my project. This is his project and I'm just the assist. And this other guy is now blowing up my phone, blowing up Microsoft Teams, basically saying we're using WhatsApp and Teams. I was like, this is not your project either. You couldn't get a business sponsor. Thank you so much for the raid, Bob's raid. Hello guys, hello. I do want to know is if Dames is too low, I can fix him. But thank you guys, thank you. Hello, my name is Eve. I am VFleet's USS Enterprise carrier. I'm the culmination of CV6 and CVN 65, in the future CVN 80. I hope you guys enjoyed your stream. Oh, thank you so much. He is brand new. We just debuted him last week, but thank you. He is the child of myself and my genmate. So that is him. But thank you guys so much for the raid. If you need to go get a snack, go get a drink, take care of yourself, please do. Again, thank you so much. And what were you guys doing? What was your stream? Thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Oh my god, I'm so scuffed right now. You're gonna have to apologize. You're gonna have to apologize. I have to apologize to you. I'm sorry. I'm scuffed and I can't fucking speak. Oh god. Oh goodness. Am I able to? Where the fuck is my shit? But thank you guys. Thank you. You said, woohoo, 3 streams? Oh, you caught 3 streams? Woohoo! Just on a 10-hour stream? Oh my god. Yes, definitely go and get food and do what you need to do. Oh my gosh. That is amazing, though. I give credit to you. Holy crap. Holy crap. That is awesome. So my daughter is watching her favorite ship. Oh! Thank you. Thank you. It's morning for her now. Oh my goodness. It's night for me. It's I'm over in Scandinavia. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Do I have Are my things set up? This is a problem. Oh god. I was fucking with my commands and stuff. I want to give you a shout out. But I was fucking with all my commands. Oh no, it doesn't work. 6:30 a.m. for this Aussie. Oh my goodness. And you get some sleep. So nice to meet you too. I'm gonna find a way. What the fuck? Happened to all this shit, bro. Oh my god. Stream elements. I'm gonna again. We big scuffed here because I was messing around with Dames too much. Which is my pet. But yes, we are lamenting about my horrible group project. For those of you who are just joining, not only am I the USS Enterprise, but I am also a I'm also a college student, and I got put in a group project that is already off to a fantastic start. But yeah, it is yeah. Oh, here we go. I got it. Fuck mine. We're just gonna use the original. I'm gonna use the original. We're gonna use the original command because Fuck my life, bro. I cannot function. I cannot and function right now. It's fucking Microsoft Teams blowing up again, because this fucking dude, man. Fucking dude. It just be like that sometimes, guys. Like, that's all I can think of. I'm losing it, chat. We just started and I'm already losing it. Goodness gracious. But yes, that is my life right now. It is a mess. I really trust even Tony for my daughter to watch from VFleet. Me? Oh god. I don't know about that, homie. Quick question, even theoretically did a Photoshop of your Labubu PFP. Should I still use your art tag or not? Yeah, absolutely use my art tag. I need to see this. I absolutely need to see this. Dude, my anxiety would be at the end for me if I went to college. See, I'm okay right now. Like, I'm doing okay. However, I will say this whole bullshit is stressing me the fuck out. Major stressy. Major fucking stressy. Especially since, like, we have there, oh, fucking thank the Lord. There we go. To give Miss Babs her shout out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, jeez. I got a million fucking tabs open right now, too. It is stressful. It is very stressful right now. I also am getting completely fed up with this person sending 50 fucking emails, doing multiple things, picking the way the comms channel when this isn't his baby. It's not his project. It peeves me. It peeves me. At the same time, I also get the panic to, like, wanting to start. I did tell him to fuck off. I told him to fuck off in corporateese, because I have to kind of be, you know, a little, you know, I have to be a little polite, unfortunately. This person was like, yeah, I work, Monday, or, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 6 to 6:30, and I was like, okay, we're not even at that point, dog. Like, we need to get a group chat going. Like, please, do not. I will not be, accommodating, the more pushy you get. I know this sounds. This dude sounds like he could not survive in a... Actually, you want to snoop? You guys want to be, you guys want to be a little nosy? I can go to his student introduction. I want to see if he is military. Quite a lot of my teammates, or not teammates, my classmates are. But that doesn't mean that this guy 100% is. So let me go snoop and see. He does seem like he is wound very tight. But also, I am type A to a certain extent, but I also, like, kind of know my place in this. Like, again, I'm just the assist. Oh no, he was in the Navy. France, Italy, Greece, Dubai during his deployments. Whidbey Island, Virginia. Most of his IT experience comes from community college and our college. Okay. That's starting to make a little sense. I'm trying to do, let's see. But the final project for this class will be my first big project in production environment. Ah! I see now. He does not know how to conduct himself. Okay. This makes more sense. This makes way more sense. Yeah. Okay. That still does not, I feel like, excuse it. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I thought he wasn't in because of how stuck up he's in. So, I think he's just overzealous. If I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, I think he's just extremely overzealous and very excited for this project, which, okay, fair. This is his first big IT project, but there is, I haven't really talked very much about my time being an engineer and being on projects and stuff like that, and the type of projects that I've done. But what I can definitely say out of all of them is that there's a pecking order. And the person who organized the project, who organized the sponsor, who got all that shit together is the one who needs to be, you know, the organizer, the project manager. Holy shit, hello, Lucy. I feel like this list should be longer. Overbearing micromanaging is a recipe for success. Oh, dude. Bro. There's a certain, again, there's a pecking order. There's a way to conduct yourself. As much as I would love to lead this project to the fucking, you know, sunset, you know, on horseback, you know, saying, you know, we won, 'tis victory for the union or some shit. I don't know. It's not my place. Like, I didn't organize the sponsor, and I also didn't have people forced on me. This person essentially had all of us kind of dropped on him and just said, like, okay, the director prefers group projects. Good luck. So, that being said, everybody. Also, Lucy made a new emote. We'll see if you can find it. The hint is on my Twitter. But please thank her. Please thank her for her lovely work and her lovely, lovely drawings, because Lord knows I can't. It's fucking... Yes! Tao got it! Yes, I love it too. It is absolutely fantastic. Showing the muscles. Muscle mommy. Muscle mommy. The heart one is actually from Dames' Model Mama. Dames' Model Mama made us some emotes as well. So, yes, we have those now too. Those now. One with abs when? Ooh, good question. Good question. I'm thinking like I should get like an emote with like acting like my abs are a cheese grater. I think that would be a good emote. Eventually we will. We absolutely will. I need to watch everyone again. I've been like... Yeah, we... Listen, don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad. We've all been hanging out, having a good time, doing our thing. Let's see. On the upside, she streams after her bedtime. Oh, the daughter, yes. Well, yes. I guess, yes. But yes, that would be peak. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about that one being it. We'll see though. We'll see. But anywho, I did tell you guys I was gonna talk all things fucking IT this today. So I'm thinking. Hold on, I also need to make sure that Dames is on everything else. I forgot to do that. I've been playing with him too much. I like just on this Yap screen that I was like, oh damn, like he should be good to go. But I realized I probably haven't put him on every single screen, so Perfect. You're like the third VTuber I've said to my daughter watches, and I'll have the same reaction of, why? Because, I don't know. I'm scared of corrupting people's children with my potty mouth. Like, that's why I want to apologize in advance if she comes up with a new vocabulary that is way more colorful than the one that she originally came in with, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I hope, you know, Eve, her cousin is Marine. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm fine then. It's all cool. It's all cool. Yeah. Who aren't as, corruptive. I need my subs. Hold on. I'll do some ASMR for you guys, some shaker ASMR. Yeah, there it is. That's the shit right there. Oh man. My mouth be dry. I be yapping too much about this group project. Get me fucking heated, dog. I'm gonna fight. Also, Dame's my child. He's hanging. Oh, I was telling chat. I did find some more shit. I did find some more shit. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Yes, that's right. If you want the secret code, actually, it's enlisted deviant. It's not deviant enlisted. I got that wrong on my stream elements. We are the most scuffed bitches around. God damn. Code enlisted deviant for 10% off your gamer subs order. Wah wee wah. I'm really on a roll today. Like I said, I was like fucking with shit like way too much before this. And yeah, I'm gonna Oh no, is it wrong in my Twitter bio? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's wrong in my Twitter bio. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's fucking crazy. So someone else is getting your credit? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. James is so cute he could be a marketable plushie. Oh shit. Maybe eventually. Plushies are very expensive to create, but I would not be opposed to a Dame's plushie run in the future. Absolutely. That would make me beyond fucking happy, honestly. I need a Dame's. I need a Dame's. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, I just don't... No, it enlisted deviant. Enlisted deviant. Not deviant enlisted. It is enlisted deviant. Wah wah wee wah. That's weird. What in the fuck, Nuggets? What in the fuck, Nuggets, dog? It definitely says enlisted deviant on the thing. You know what? I'm not going to... That's fucking spooky. I'm not gonna fuck with this right now because I feel like I'm gonna end up in a wormhole. The fuck? Time to slide in the DMs of Build-A-Bear. Hey yo, Build-A-Bear. We got this bitch, she cusses on Twitch and she wants a plushie. Do it now. Oh god. Currently working on a jacket for me. It's made out of Old Navy camo. Oh, that is so fucking cool. Yo. That's so fucking cool. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Good thing you guys haven't had these codes for a few months. We have. We have. I just don't understand why it switched. Why it switched the words around? Because the command... Oh, no. I know where I goofed. I'm looking at the wrong menu, folks. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. To be fair, Anthony is the first one to try it besides me, and I have a little bit of the, you know... A little bit of the, whatchamacallit? Of the, Dyslexia. I'm always like fucking around with whatchamacallit, switching shit, switching words. I have shit that words I can't fucking spell for the life of me. I only recently learned how to spell fucking restaurant. And business. For some reason, business has always been like a restaurant and business have always been an issue for me. Cutting up like 3 combat tops to do it, and it's all from my local army surplus store. If it's from the local army surplus store, absolutely. Fucking go for it, dude. Because there's so much like fabric waste and stuff like that. Shit, I actually watched a documentary and like, yeah, upcycling is cool. We love upcycling. I watched a documentary on Netflix and it like changed my whole perspective about like fabric and like fabric waste and stuff like that. What was it? That was a Netflix documentary on. It's called. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called Buy Now: The Shopping Conspiracy, and it's all about like how we have like so much clothing and like, you know, we have like textile mountains in other countries and stuff, and it just like washes up on beaches. And even if you're donating stuff and you think like you're doing a good thing, like you're donating to, you know, a charity organization, it's not necessarily going to people. It's like washing up on the shores of Congo and stuff like that. Like, it was really eye-opening to me. And it's just because I've always had the privilege of living in countries where like we don't see the waste that we produced. It just kind of, you throw it in the bin and it gets taken off every week. So you don't really even think about like where it's going. And it was just very, very eye-opening. Like, it was insane, like, looking at the footage and stuff. But yeah, it's like, and even some of, like, the main culprits, like, being H&M. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, don't come for me. Allegedly, they're trying to take a turn with the donating textiles to recycle and stuff like that, but that's not necessarily where they're going. So, allegedly. Don't fucking sue me. I have no fucking money. Kind of like how all the clean energy is dwarfed by data centers and mining facilities. That's the thing, is like, when I was thinking about ways to make dames talk again, I was thinking about that. I'm like, I need to do it myself. Like, I have to literally build this shit myself, because if I point him towards something, it's going to be coming out of a large data center, and that is problematic for multiple reasons. I think this, you know, it's just wasteful. Extremely wasteful as far as water goes, if you guys did not know. And they're popping up fucking everywhere. So as much as, like, you know, data centers keep me employed, we kind of, you know, kind of need to, like, keep the earth so that I can also stay employed. So upcycle, repurpose, please hold on to clothes as long as you can. Exactly. And don't say you're Marine if you're not, of course. Old Marpat from your Marine friends is guaranteed or a farm on the Air Force field. Just don't know. I'm like, true. Excuse me. Yes. I do like Marpat. I'm not gonna lie. It's just... Also, the cut of their uniforms is so much better than ours. So much better. I feel like the Navy uniforms, in comparison, are extremely boxy. And that's, like, not because, like, I'm saying that from, like, a women's perspective. Like, even I mean, they're, like, unisex uniforms, but, like, even on dudes, they look extremely boxy. And, like, if you go a size down, you're not in regs. If you go a size up, you look even more boxy. So, like, there's no... And then you also can't really tailor them either. That's also not in regs. So, I don't know. Your Marpat is not unisex? That's probably also why. It's like, it's cut nicely. I feel like, also, the Navy service uniforms, I kind of wish that I always wore the female uniforms, but like I was very called to wearing the dude uniforms, which is technically in rigs, because it just looks so much better with the belt and like the shirt tucked in and everything. Vice the women. Hold on. Let me just pull up a. While we're on the topic of fashion, the women's NSU uniform, it's lacking. I feel like it's a little frumpy. And it's because of the blouse. The shirt is just it's a little frumpy. Here it is. Here's it is without a person, because I don't want to put some poor fucking soul as I'm gonna roast this fucking uniform. It was like my least favorite uniform. I didn't think it was very flattering. Let's see. Oh, haunts. Yeah, that was from the clompening. Anyway, this is okay. It says JRTC uniform, but it's the same uniform, right? But yeah, it's just the shirt again, boxy, and it just looks frumpy. I feel like the men's uniform, and I'll pull that up too with like the belt and everything. The belt just pulled it all together. Let me here's another one with the okay. It says JROTC again, but it's the same uniform for active duty. The belt just kind of, you just look more squared away, in my opinion. I don't know. It looks better to me. You look more presentable. The pockets, we don't have pockets on the female uniform. I don't know. It just, again, it looks better, in my opinion. Twitter says there's 90 people watching. Holy fuck. You guys are watching me roast the Navy's service uniform? Also, hello, Max. How are you? Shout out, mods. Thank you. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing good today. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's not giving. It's not giving what I think it needs to give. At work tonight. Oof. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have known that though. Shout out to Max, who's usually here when he's at work. That's the appreciate that. Appreciate that. Like how I said we're gonna research, but bro, I feel like we're just gonna yap, dog. If you guys actually want to research, we can. I'm low-key a little procrastinating because now I'm wondering if this 15-page paper I have to write is now a team paper. Wonderful. I love when everything changes. Very clean with the belt and tuck, very sick. I like it. It looks a lot better than the women's uniforms. That's just me, though. That's just me. It's just, I like it better. I definitely like it better. Let's go, Maximilian Stericus Fax. I'm sorry. Where did that middle name come from? Oh, I guess he said the stare. Where did the kiss come in though, Lucy? Also, it's food time, BRB. Well, thank you for joining, Anthony. I hope you have. Oh, actually, let me know what you're eating. Let me know what you're eating. I want to live vicariously through you. I ate way too much today. I had sushi today. I was a treat yourself type of day. I ate way too much. I pigged out. I'm not gonna lie. It was like a salmon poke bowl, and then I had like a few rolls as well. I had a fucking hankering, like a really bad hankering, and then I had a burger at lunch too, because Burger Friday. Bruh. I had venison with eggs this morning. What? Ooh, that sounds lovely. You guys, if you ever want to send me food pics, I would absolutely appreciate it. If you send it to me in the message to talents in our Discord, or if you send it like if you tag me on Twitter, just send me what you're eating. I love to eat through the screen. Yeah, Yep, just like that. The Minecraft noise, you know what I mean? Going out with coworkers will let you know. So, oh no. Oh no, no, no. I'm doing that right now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All the food pics. You know it's Big Back Hour. We can't go yap stream without talking about food, guys. This is just what happens. We have to talk about food. It's just hello, mouse? What the fuck are we doing? It's just, we have to do it. We have to do it. My breakfast every morning on the way to work is a breakfast bagel sando. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh shit, there was... Oh! Max! I was prepared to show that on stream. I can't. Max took some artistic liberty with his food. In the pan. Let's just say, it is in a shape that I cannot show on stream. It happens to be quite phallic. I cannot show it. Oh, why do I see a waifu? Oh my god. Oh god. I think I missed a thing or two. I'll check messages to tally. You guys will see it. Yikers. I went to work yesterday. When I walked in, I said, "What's up, chat?" to my 6-year-old coworkers. Alright. I'm gonna be real here. Okay. Every IT team I've been a part of. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, all right, wait. Okay, I can show Max's final burrito on stream. I cannot show his in progress picture burrito, but I can I can show. It's, oh my god, Max, why is your burrito so... I don't... Should I finish that sentence? I should. Max, why is the burrito so fucking large? The picture is fucking huge. I'm trying to size it down. But I fucking can't. Okay, finally. After taking up the whole screen, this is Max's burrito. Everybody clap. It looks phenomenal. I, with 10 out of 10, would... Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, thank you for the raid! Thank you! We are looking at wonderful mods breakfast burrito. Well, hello, folks! You joined at such a phenomenal time. We are fucking talking about food and burritos and welcome. How was your stream? For those of you that don't know, I am Eve80. I am the USS Enterprise ship girl for VFleet. I'm the culmination of CV6, CVN65, and the future CVN80. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I'm hungry now. Poor Lucy. If you need to get water, get a snack, get a, you know, do your thing, please do so. Again, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna give, Vicho, there we go. I'm gonna give you a shout out, but yes, thank you guys. Thank you. It was marvelous. What did you guys do? We had a bio- Ooh! A fellow, sorry to get so, so excited. If you guys didn't know, we are extra fucking nerdy over here. Today we're supposed to be doing a research stream on IoT and healthcare, but we just ended up looking at our lovely mod burrito. Because it's also a college paper I have to write, and of course, as always, I am procrastinating on it. But yes, burritos are good. Yes. Yes, burritos are good. They are the life force of at least me as an IT. When I was fixing the antennas on the ship, we researching burritos. We are now. We're talking burritos, chat. So when I was fixing antennas over the side of the ship, we usually had somebody go and run to the food truck to go get burritos. And my friend was eating her burrito over the side. And we're like on the sponson for the antenna. Let me see if I can find a picture of it so you guys can get a visual of this. So she has her feet hanging over the side, the burrito, it's over the water, and here's this fucking seal. This seal came up and he fucking meant business, bro. He started barking at her, fucking actual, I was gonna say borderline. Actually, no. It was actual fucking harassment for this burrito. So she ended up throwing him like a bit of chicken. It's probably not great for seals. Or you know, San Diego, like the sea lions and stuff. But he looked like he enjoyed it. I hope he enjoyed it. Again, probably not the best thing to do, but you know. But yes, yeah. Let me try to get a visual. CBN 72 antenna sponsored antenna for sale. What the fuck? We did not need that. Let me see if I can show you guys where this thing is. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't think I can get a good picture. All this shit is the ship at sea. I need the ship in port. In port. All of them at sea. That's the wrong side of the ship. I need the other side of the island. Sorry, I'm yapping to myself. Thank you. But, oh, Eve, how is Big Bertha or Betsy or whatever you call your computer? Honestly, she's not doing too bad today. Knock on wood. We're just gonna do that real quick, because you know how these things go. You know how this shit goes. She kind of shits herself every now and then. I'm hoping that, that is not the case, but hope you have a marvelous stream. For me, it's really late. I have to go. Thanks. You guys have a wonderful evening. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you. And I'm so happy you guys can join us if you guys are still down to talk about burritos and antennas and shit. Oh boy. We can do, let's, you know, I feel like we should at least do our actual research stream. Basically what I need to do is I need to find a bunch of articles to kind of prove my prove some of my points in my article. In my article, the problem is a lot of it is based off of anecdotal, and obviously we cannot do that. Can't do anecdotal evidence, so let me get a sippy. Oh god. You're taking your daughter to play in the leaves, have fun. Well, you go have fun in the leaves. That sounds fabulous. I want to go play in the fucking leaves. Damn, I want to go play in the leaves. Burritos and playing in the leaves. That actually sounds fantastic. Anyway, let's jump. Let's jump. Oh. Oh, hello. I feel like I changed myself around, but maybe I didn't. Oh yes, that's right. OBS crashed at some point. I was making all these changes. And I also need to get our friend Dames back, so do not worry. Do not worry, I will do that. Sound warning. Was it really that loud? Was it loud again? Our transition is loud again? Because I can fix that. I figured out how to fix it. Oh. That's not okay. Why is it cut like this? Oh, I think I did that on purpose at one point. Wasn't terrible, just unexpected. Anecdotal evidence is the best evidence, so you need to write a paper. Exactly. And that's the That's the issue. Music is a bit loud. Ooh, thank you for letting me know. I can turn that down. That's no problem. That's no problem. Music is louder than me. Damn, we're really pumping that Spotify then, huh? Oh, that's why. That's why. For some reason, your voice and volumes is switched. You know, I I really do think I need to just like go through OBS and just start picking at shit. Like, to be honest. Scuff City bitch, scuff City bitch. Exactly. Exactly. So annoying. Let me get, oh my god. Dames is huge again. Let me get you back to your baby size, little buddy. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. But yes, eventually I'll figure out other ways. Put the baby in the corner. Lucy and I were talking the other day. She's like, we could put him in the corner. And I was like, but he's not being bad quite yet. He may look angry, but he hasn't done anything bad yet. He can't spell VFleet after a little scuff. Oh my god. Oh god. So let's just start off. I'm gonna do IoT in healthcare. Just as a general search. Actually, I should go to Google Scholar. Let's do Google Scholar. I love me some Google Scholar. What are you studying that you need to do research for a paper? So I am a digital forensics student. Basically, I investigate people's devices and their laptops and shit for shady shit. But in my previous life, I was in the Navy. I was in IT and I did comms for a little bit. So it was like strictly RF and radio. And then once I got out of the Navy, I actually became a like network technician. And then I became a network engineer for a healthcare organization. So I do have some experience with that. And then I bounced around for a few different contracts after that. So yes, that is kind of my quick, short and sweet resume. So I've been in IT for, combined 10 years. And I'm finally getting my degree. Because I also did some stuff in high school. So yeah, it's been quite the time. And so this is a wonderful project that I have to do for capstone, and I very quickly realized that actually you guys like going on these like deep dives with me and finding shit for my papers. So I was like, shit, let's do another one, shall we? So there's a few different ways that like I personally used IoT devices. Mainly if you guys have ever been in the hospital like recently, or like I'd say within the past like 10 or 15 years, we have been using robots in surgery and stuff like that. And there is a certain type of robot, they're called Da Vinci robots, and those heavily rely on IoT devices in order to make connection with the network. And then there's also imaging robots, and so those ones we have to hook up to what's called a bridge. So unfortunately, I was back there in November. Oof, yeah. So the bridge essentially is like a little box that we kind of stick to the side of the machine, and it makes contact with the network so that we don't really have to hook it up, and it also gets protected. It's on its own protected network, and you can kind of segment it, and that means like people can't really get in, which is super nice. 110 don't recommend. It's okay. You guys know I went on a health hiatus, so I was also in Le Hospital a little bit for a procedure, and that was not fun. Not fun. 10 out of 10. Also, do not recommend. But it is what it is. It happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. As long as they don't name Darwin robots, I'm fine with it. I don't want natural selection robots in the hospital. Yeah, I will say. So, oh, the point I was gonna make before, when I forget who said that they said "What's up" chat to their coworkers who are in their 30s to 60s. So a lot of the IT teams that I've worked on, like corporate side, have been like full of like older people, especially like older gentlemen who have been at the company for so many fucking years. Like I think the longest one guy was at one of the places was like 40 years or some crazy shit. Like he's already done his pension. He really loves his job. And so there are a few times like I would say shit like "What's up, chat?" or like I say some shit that was like very very Gen Z, very streamer coded. Like it was so bad. But with the Da Vinci robots, I had 3 coworkers, and we're all like out of the military. They were Marines, and so with the Da Vinci robots, we would say Da Vinci. So if anybody knows that reference, anytime we had to go fix the robots, someone would say, "Oh shit, the robots went down at XYZ hospital." Somebody would go, "Da Vinci?" And at that point, it was rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to go out to the hospital. They would have painted the Mona Lisa. Da Vinci? What is... Hold on, let me see if I can find that meme. Da Vinci meme. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Da Vinci? Let me just pull it up for you guys real quick. Oh my god. Quick side note. Oh god. Oh god, oh god.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa. Yeah. Da Vinci? Who painted the Mona Lisa?
So that's what we did. Da Vinci? Yeah. Yeah. So at any given time, if those went down or like they got affected by the network in any way or network outage, like you would just hear like a mind you, there's 4 of us. So like you would hear Da Vinci, Da Vinci, Da Vinci, just like coming from the cubicles. That's so fucking stupid, man. Oh god. It is so bad. So bad. Oh, this one is from IEEE. The problem with IEEE is I need to log into the database to get it. Actually, maybe not. No, I definitely do. But yes. Da Vinci? So bad. We're so bad. Okay. National Institute of Health. Let's pull up that one. Internet of Things. Impact and implications. That's from 2000. Oh, no, this is 2020. It's 2020. I have to go scavenge for brekkie for you and for Dames. Have a good stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Lovely. I hope you have a good brekkie. I hope you have a good breakfast. You think about birds from Nemo and the way you... Oh, the mine? Mine? Yes. Essentially, it was the birds from Nemo. It's the fucking seagulls from Nemo. It's exactly what it is. Mine? 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 Ooh. There's a video. We could watch some videos. I know you guys like watching videos. So we could do that. I just gotta make sure we don't get... Okay. We're not going to get aggressively loud Norwegian advertisements. Maybe I think this will be a good little introduction. Oh, that's not the right one I want. Okay. All right. Let me shush Spotify. So maybe we'll watch this real quick. Kind of get our toes a little, you know, our feet wet. How do you guys like VFleet?
Imagine the vast quantity of high-fidelity monitoring data generated by each patient and having that data integrated into one longitudinal record. following them continuously throughout their stay and across multiple stays. The
Water.
reality is that most patient data is siloed, hindering its accessibility and usefulness.
I just want to say, first off, there's a reason why it's siloed. So in the United States, we have something called HIPAA, and so just like a little, crazy. I've worked in this long enough. I know there's no two P's. Okay. So HIPAA, for those who do not know or don't live in the United States, so it is a privacy law, essentially. We call it privacy rule, but if you do not follow it, there are some pretty heavy implications for what's called a covered entity. And what a covered entity is like any person who has access to a patient's medical record or medical information. So that could be the healthcare workers themselves, it could be the hospitals or the clinics, it could be the insurance companies. Those are all what is called like, covered entities. And so they are subject to protecting these people's information. So it's called the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996. And so, yeah, essentially it requires people to not divulge people's medical information. It is protected data. And that also extends to healthcare, like IT systems. So there is a way that you have to make your IT systems compliant with HIPAA. There have been a few cases, especially of like ransomware attacks, mainly because hospitals are pretty easy targets as far as like if you were to look at it on like a threat matrix level. You have, a lot of people's information. You have like a lot of information in general, but when we fill out forms in the United States for like going to see the doctor or being admitted to the hospital, we have to put down a fuck ton of information. I'm talking your full name, date of birth, sometimes your social security number. You have to put down your address, like your current address, your employer's address, because in the States, our health insurance is run through your employer, majority of the time. So like you have to put down everything. And so that is worth a fuck ton of money. All of that information combined can run on the dark web. I think the estimate is around 500 USD for one patient file. So if you can get into a hospital, you are making bank if you are selling that information. Again, I'm not telling you to sell that information. We don't fucking do that here. Uh, we are on the, we're on the defense side of things. We do not do that shit. We do not do that shit. But just for, clarification, that is why they are considered easy targets. So again, you can see like who's covered, health plans, healthcare providers, clearinghouses, so anybody who deals with like medical debt or anything like that, business associates, and like any contracts. So yes, I think this is pretty good. So the basic principle, a major purpose of the privacy rule is to define and limit the circumstances in which an individual's protected health information may be used or disclosed by covered entities. A covered entity may not use or disclose protected health information except either one, as the privacy rule permits, or two, requires as the individual who is subject to the information or the individual's personal representative authorized in writing. So like, let's say you have like a spouse or something, like that doesn't necessarily mean they are automatically authorized to view your data. You have to actually authorize them in writing to be able to see medical files and stuff like that. Very different than I would say a lot of other countries, but this is like a major factor in play. That being said, when they're talking about medical information being siloed and locked down, that is for a very good reason. So do not do illegal hacking. Exactly. We do not do that. Okay. No.
The generation of more meaningful and actionable clinical insights, a near impossibility. Advancements in technology and computing are emerging to help ease these burdens. The Internet of Things is one of the most important technologies of the 21st century. Every day, connecting billions of devices to the Internet via embedded sensors and software. You feel this every day as each interaction between connected things adjusts to help you live better and work smarter. The Internet of Medical Things, or IoMT, brings this technology to the world of healthcare by shifting from device-centric technology and architecture to a modern, connected architecture, where the focus is on patient-centric monitoring. Imagine hospitals having the ability to scale their capabilities and expand monitoring to an unlimited number of patients. Easily scaling without disrupting the real-time mission-critical nature of patient monitoring, without missing a beat, without missing an alarm. Imagine being able to deploy clinical applications that automate routine processes, such as patient handover and patient transfers, so clinicians can spend more time focused where it matters most, on the patient. What if there were less data privacy concerns?
So to be fair, there is already like a ton of IoMT devices out there. For example, some of the ones that are out on the market currently, and like this is it's an evolving market. Like medical device sales and stuff like that in general is huge industry, but there are like cameras that can be used for patient monitoring that can be viewed from like a central point. So for example, if you have a network of hospitals, you can have this, it looks like it looks like a pole almost, with a camera on top, and essentially it will monitor the patient and the patient's movement. And you can have like a central monitoring system. So like there can be one hospital that's monitoring multiple patients who are under surveillance type thing. And that they could be under surveillance for multiple reasons. Sometimes it's like they are required to stay in bed for their treatment. So you kind of have to keep a watch on them. So instead of having a nurse, that's right there, you can put this, essentially camera that's on a pole in their room. I know it sounds kind of creepy. I feel like it kind of is too. But the other thing that they can do is a technician can actually talk to the patient via this like camera robot thing. So it's basically like an intercom. You can press down and you can talk to the patient. So there's stuff like that. Trying to think of some other devices. I'm sure they'll hit me. The glucose monitors are called glucometers. Those are considered Internet of Medical Things. They do talk to the network, and you can, it's kind of cool if you have like certain products for your network. Like you can track these things like on a map. And see where they're going, which is super helpful for like small little medical devices that like tend to grow legs and walk away. You can kind of track where they're going throughout the hospital if you have certain architectures set up.
ID management processes were easily integrated to ensure the right access was given to the right person. And what if
so they're talking about
big
role,
data, analytics,
RBAC,
and artificial intelligence
role-based
became a
access
reality,
control,
bringing breakthrough innovation to patient monitoring and clinical insights? GE Healthcare is shifting the paradigm in patient monitoring solutions, building an IoT platform based on cloud compute native technologies with modern microservices applications and software architecture. Highly available and highly reliable. While the possibilities are endless, GE Healthcare is already leading the digital transformation.
Okay. We don't need any more advertisement for GE Healthcare, but you get the gist of like what we're talking about here. We're talking about devices and things that like, they are connected to the network and they are part of the Internet of Things, but they are considered medical devices. So in general, like if you also want to think of Internet things is like your Alexa or like your Ring doorbell, if you have one of those. If you have like a camera for your kid or like a baby monitor, that's considered the Internet of Things. Anything that like really works over the Wi-Fi, if you can access it from your phone or whatever, that's considered Internet Internet of Things. Um, so yes, that is what we're looking for, and we're kind of looking at the yes, even a fridge. There are smart fridges out there now, aren't there? Um, so we're kind of looking at these types of things. The problem with IoT devices, in general, and the problem that they have had in the past is how do you kind of lock them down, and how do you control them and, keep people out. And like, let's say if somebody does get in, how do we mitigate the risk of them moving laterally through the network? So essentially what happens when you do have like someone who gets into your network, they're going to want to move to other parts of the network that are more that have more data in them. Um, Something that's worth way, way more than, just a little box that's on the side of a Da Vinci robot. um, there have been cases of people moving through HVAC. Um, so they get a hold of the HVAC systems. I mean, that actually happened in the Target breach. So if you guys remember, way, way back in the day, 2014, that's right. Target had a big, big um, issue where a fuck ton of credit cards got leaked. And people were obviously finding charges on their credit card that didn't fucking belong there. Well, it turns out that these guys essentially got into the HVAC system and then moved laterally throughout the network until they found the payment system. And then from that, they were able to take a whole bunch of payment information. And like this one says, this mechanical company who set this up has also done refrigeration for Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, BJ's Wholesale Club in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia. So essentially what that means is like they now know this vulnerability exists. What's to stop them from going to a Trader Joe's in Pennsylvania and, doing this all over again? And much like HIPAA, where you have privacy stuff for your patients, there's also something called PCI standard, which is for payment, and we can pull that right up here. And that is again payment card industry data security standard, and there's a whole privacy framework that anybody who has a credit card machine must follow. Anybody who processes any sort of payment must follow this. So yes, or anybody that deals with any sort of financial data of any sort has to abide by PCI standards. So I worked in multiple IT companies. You should feel safe. We all saved your credit card information in raw text because it costs too much to improve it. But the ironic thing is you never get audited. Yes. Yes. I think listen, I think one of the worst parts is like once you know like a lot of the shit and like it's it's kind of crazy. So a lot of my coworkers, they are through and through network engineers. They don't really do a lot of security. Um, Now, that's not to say they don't know basic cybersecurity and cyber hygiene, but like they didn't know how somebody could possibly move laterally. And so when I found shit and I found vulnerabilities and I'm explaining to them how exactly I was able to get from point A to point B, either with or without credentials, but our network is airtight. Exactly. That's exactly what happened is they would say, but our network is airtight. Or they would say, how did you know that? homie, like it's just something that I study. Like this is the field that I'm in. I remember this I was watching like this guy at DEF CON. I went to DEF CON 31. And so I'm watching him like do all this crazy shit where he found one line of code to exploit in Microsoft Teams. And given Microsoft, he reported this and they immediately patched it before his talk. But to demonstrate this vulnerability and stuff like that, like it was absolutely insane. And that kind of got my wheels turning. So that's when I was like, what can I do on our network? Um, so I was a bit of a terrorist. I was definitely not paid to to do any of that. But yeah, I tried some things and we did get them patched, which is nice. But like it's very difficult. You would not understand how stingy some CEOs. This too. A lot of people at the top don't quite understand the actual depth and the harm that this shit can cause until you start putting big numbers in their face. Just to put it out there, let's just see. How much does a data breach cost in 2025? Given, I will say that data breaches have gone down because we have seen the rise of like cyber incident insurance and stuff. Oh fuck, I don't want to download this whole report. Okay, 4.4 million is the global average cost. That's in USD. It's a 9% decrease over the last year, driven by faster identification and containment. That is true also. We are getting pretty quick at identifying threats and kind of containing them beforehand. But again, we have incident insurance for shit like this. So that's kind of why it has gone down. But yeah, so like that's also like a baseline. Once you start getting into protected data and stuff like that, there can also be other implications. People can sue you. That's just like the overall like estimate for if somebody was going to sue you for fixes for like other, you know, technological remediations and stuff like that. So I would argue that it's for some of these bigger companies, especially like in healthcare, it's probably more because patients will sue you. You know, it is what it is. There's huge fucking um class actions that happen because of it. Is the argument they give to not actually follow the guidelines because they are guidelines and are not enforced? I think I think I don't know that it's necessarily like it's not that they are, how do I put this? I don't think it's necessarily that they don't care about something like HIPAA or something like a framework like PCI. I think it's genuinely like just like I would rather put my money in other places other than security. They don't see it as like they don't I still feel like they don't see it as a threat. Like they will put so much security into making sure somebody doesn't come into the front door, but they don't realize that now the front door is in the virtual space. And listen, I get it. I kind of sound like a nutcase and like, you know, like I'm trying to sell them something because that's my, you know, that's my job. My job is cyber. Like that is it. That is what I live, breathe, and die for. So like I kind of get it in the sense that like you have this IT who's like super duper passionate about this shit telling you, but like at the same time I'm also telling you because I'm also a patient. I am also so like my friends and my family are too. Like, I don't want their data getting out there. I know what happens to that data. So, you know, don't the cyber insurers have enforcement mechanisms for security standards? Yes. So, if you have an insurance company, if you have a policy, they will not insure you unless you are like until you are compliant. Now, the problem is staying compliant with a lot of these companies, especially in healthcare. You know, actually, I would say like any industry, but especially in healthcare, you have a lot of things that are end of life. So they run a whole bunch of applications if you're in any company, you would know you have like stuff like Microsoft Teams, or you have for healthcare, there's like Epic, which is for charting, or like My Chart, or stuff like that. There's also stuff for keeping time, and there's a whole bunch, a fuck ton of applications across the entire organization. And the problem is the vendor will eventually say, hey, so we're not supporting this application anymore. And I have seen it time and time again with multiple different companies. They're like, fuck, what do we do? And the ITs can tell them, hey, we're getting to end of life. We need to figure out a new solution. Or, hey, we need to find a different way to like make this happen, or find something else that's compatible, and it gets put off to the back burner every single time. During every fucking budget meeting, during every fiscal year meeting, they always push that shit back to the last fucking minute, and it drives me fucking insane. And I'm not even a project manager. So when I talk about this, please know I'm not a project manager. I don't do finance or anything like that. Fuck Microsoft Excel. Like I never want to be on that. But like, you know what I mean? Like they push it off to the last fucking hour, essentially. And it gets at that point, it gets even more expensive, because now you're rushing to get a new system or a new product out there, and it's half baked and it's shitty and there's shit going down, and it's not good. Like, so for the insurance companies, it's not necessarily like initial compliance, because you can make a company initially compliant. I feel like rather quickly. The guidelines are pretty, they're laid out there. They're pretty straightforward. Something like HIPAA or NIST, which is for federal. Those frameworks tell you exactly how to make your shit compliant. It's staying compliant. When you're adding new applications, when you're adding new shit into your network, that is the problem. Unless it breaks, it's working fine. So that's the problem, is the idea of like, well, if it's not broken, why fix it? Well, the problem is that shit like Windows 10, for example, yeah, it was reported that its end of life would be this year, October 2025, quite a while ago. And I will tell you, the amount of companies who did not move to Windows 10 and bought the extension, extended support, and now they're scrambling to figure it out, is quite an issue. It's quite an issue. I still consult on some stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there. My friend has a company, and he rants to me constantly about shit that they have consulted about. Hey, we told XYZ client that this was happening, and guess what? It is what it is. The problem is upper management force companies to join, and we are not compliant. Just gotta get to join, and then they never get compliant. Fair. That's fair too. Happened in so many times in multiple jobs, because sales have a big ego. I see that. I could see that. I hate sales. They say they aren't compliant. I could never do. I'm not gonna lie. I could not do sales. When I first got into the Navy, my ship was still on XP, and it was 2018. Nightmare for. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was in IT on a ship, and it was 2019, but yes, it was still there. Yep, there is still very much a system that is on Windows XP. I'm not gonna say which one, obviously, but it still exists today. And it's the same thing where, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. One thing I can say, because my ship has since upgraded, is we had some radios from the Vietnam era. Shit that should have been taken out long ago. And we were, I think, one of the last to get the new upgrade, and it was painful, because nobody at this point knew how to help us. When shit got fucked. There are ships that haven't transitioned to canes, or there were back in 2019. I'm thinking particularly of a Minesweeper. But then again, the Minesweeper was decommed. That's another story for another day. They lost a mine. They did not sweep the mine. But yes. Yes. That was a thing. Man, that's a big problem. These systems be so old, nobody understands them or left the company 30 years ago. Yeah. Yes. That is true. That is very true. The knowledge gap. The knowledge gap do be fucking people. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It sounds like a skill issue to me. What, the radios? It was a skill issue. That shit kept catching on fire. It had a filter inside it, and it was like the filter was kind of like a honeycomb shape, and it was right above a circuit board that we found out was arcing and sparking, and it was happened to be right behind my desk, the CWO desk. So that's fucking perfect. So all of a sudden I smell like fucking burning, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So I asked my tech supervisor, who is the person like when you're in radio, you have the communications watch officer, which is me, and then you have the tech supervisor. And I said, "Hey, can you like get some people to like figure out where that smell is coming from because it smells like a electrical fire." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So they're going around and they're like feeling all the panels and stuff like that and trying to figure out where it is. Yeah, it's right behind the desk. And at first we thought it was the patch panel. It was not. It was the fucking radio. So here we go. We called DC Central. I have somebody like sitting like right outside it with a fucking fire extinguisher. And they're looking at me. This is so shitty. This is so bad. They hadn't been to shipboard firefighting school, so they're like, "How do I use this?" I just kind of sat there like, are you fucking with me?" And then like dawned on me like, "Oh fuck, they're like brand new to the fleet." And this dude just picked up a fire bottle. You don't even know how to use it. Motivated as fuck, let me tell you. But it's fucking scared as shit. I was like, I don't think we'll have to use it, to be honest, but just in case. So then we had this like, she was a very salty warrant officer, absolute fucking unicorn, CWO 4. And so she came up here. She came up here. She came up to radio and she looked at it. She goes, "It's not catching on fire, but it's definitely burnt. Like, it's definitely fucking arcing and sparking." And so I had one of the ETs like, you know, shut it down, tag it out, blah blah blah. I was like, "Hey yo, like, what are we gonna do?" And there's something in combat called a CAS rep, casualty report, and it's like, you don't want them. You don't want them. That's basically like the end all be all. Like, we don't know how to fix this bitch. This shit was CAS repped for like weeks on end. And finally they decided, okay, we're gonna turn it on again. We replaced the filter. It's probably fine. Like, everything is fine. It passes every check, IVV, like, it's fine. So you turn that bitch back on. 2 weeks after that, it starts, starts fucking catching on fire again. And so I was like, don't ever turn this on again. It's like, it's right behind my desk. Like, please, for the love of fucking everything. How do I use an extinguisher element? I used one as a kid. Listen, this kid was green. Like, he had just gotten out of mommy's basement type shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'll admit, I thought that they taught them how to use it in basic training, because they definitely taught us how to use it, but I don't know, he must have forgot or some shit. I don't know. He did go to shipboard firefighting, though. Don't worry. He did go. I was also the training petty officer at the time, so after that incident, I immediately put them. I put in for orders for them to go to the school. Because I was like, we're not doing this. Like, I cannot have motherfucking John know how to use a fire bottle on my watch floor. Like, that is absolutely not it. And then I also blame the locker. Oh, sorry, I need to scratch my eyeball. Again, I blame the damage control locker. 7 Bravo. What the dick were you doing? You're supposed to teach them like how to do this shit. Like, part of GQ, General Quarters, Like when you're not in a combat situation, which by the way, was this entire deployment an entire underway because we did not do fuck for shit. Um is to teach. I've only had one actual GQ, but like the rest of them, the rest of the GQs across my entire time in the Navy were fucking trading. Like we don't we don't need that. Did you change jobs? What do you mean? Like I so essentially I'll go I said it very quickly before. So I did my time in the Navy. I was mainly in comms. So my NEC was HO4 Alpha, which is a radioman. Um,
Thank you for the follow, Great Hammer.
Thank you. And then I got out of the Navy because my health was taking a dip, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get med boarded out, and med boarding is a long ass process. So I decided I'm just gonna get out at the end of my contract instead of going through the whole med board project or process. By the way, don't do that shit. Not smart. Anyway, fucking med board. Um, so I got out and I took a job. I took a contract doing network technician and network engineer. Or I started as a network technician, then was a network engineer for a healthcare organization, and then I took some contracts after that in other different fields. So that's kind of where we're at now. And then I have been going to school for cybersecurity and digital forensics. So that is essentially where I want to be. I'm trying to move into the security field because that's where my heart really is. In particular, I would really like to do intel analysis. I'm gonna have to get my shit pushed in at a SOC. But it's gonna be fun. I love that shit. I love watching trends. We did a live at one point where I talked about APTs, not Pati, that thing, advanced persistent threats. And so we kind of looked at some threat groups and vectors, and that was pretty cool. Networking is fun, but not what you think. It's more troubleshooting with dumb people. pretty much. Ugh. Especially like it wasn't our job to troubleshoot. Like we weren't help desk. We had a separate division for help desk, and every hospital had a help desk. The problem is when you get the network engineers on site, they have the god privileges, and so you get a lot of calls about shit that you're not really supposed to deal with. So instead of doing upgrades like I was supposed to, I was instead turning off and on shit. Oh, why is my phone's MFA not working? Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. That it used to be, I guess they had like an authenticator and stuff like that. And so when the authenticator became policy, teaching people how to use said authenticator was quite the process. um yeah. I like teaching people. That's kind of why I like doing these lives as well. So, you know, I have a lot of fun doing these, but like, man, sometimes it's fucking frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. What are you Googling? I'm trying to do some research for pick out some articles for my paper that I have to submit for Internet of Things in healthcare. Do I think we're gonna get super into the weeds with this? No, I don't think so, but I do want to pick up some articles so that I can use them to back up my so far anecdotal evidence, which I cannot use. But yes. I will say a lot of the stuff is like, it's not really a thesis so much as like so this whole class has to do with projects. So it's kind of like a business proposal project for how you would secure IoT devices. The way that I used to do it even with like very minimal resources with segmentation. Segmentation. And I talked about it before. It's like when you take it into a separate network, you separate it from your main network so that people cannot move laterally. I also there were these things, what are they called? They're like these little fucking boxes. And they act as bridges. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, what the fuck? I don't want actual pictures of bridges. Yeah, kind of like this. Um, Not this one in particular, but you can console into these little fuckers and you can like make them spoof networks and Macs and stuff, and that kind of protected it as well. Or you can hide the Mac. Um, this is kind of what it looks like. And you just kind of like pop that bitch on the side. It's got an antenna, and that way that it can connect to the network. Um, Without being plugged in. You know what I mean? Like you don't plug it into the wall. Um, is this something to present to Congress? Oh God, no. No. Or like, yeah, like, well, those are routers. The ones, honestly, that we had kind of looked like routers, where they had like two antennas, and then it was like a little box, and you had like a console cable here. You could console into it. And you can either do it through the command line interface, where you're actually like typing shit in, or you can do it like on a GUI, on a web page, and essentially just throw your shit in there. I will say they're fucking jank. Like the amount of time we spent troubleshooting these things, fucking I feel like it was it's a lot of wasted time. But once you do get them working, they work beautifully. Um it is so easy to fuck them up. And like if you fuck up something, you have to like hard restart it. So you have to put your pen in the little button, you know what I mean? Like the pin restart type shit. And let me tell you, that is soul crushing. You have no support if you do. So we did have a support asset. So I wasn't the only contracted asset on that one. We had another one. And he's like god tier with like Cisco, and like fucking dude is insane. Like I learned so much from him. So he would kind of help me with the settings and kind of how we would do it. He was great. I still like to this day, like I don't work with him anymore. But I'll still hit him up and pick his brain on some shit because it's just fucking brilliant. You got a reset button, you're lucky. Yes, the ones that we had, fuck if I can remember what they were called. Um, Shit, what were they called? Let's see if it IoT bridge device. Um, oh yeah, I guess IoT gateway is probably a better word. I'm gonna open up a bajillion fucking tabs. Oh, I call them a bridge because I'm still like old tech. They're not called bridges. They are called gateways. Back in the day, they were definitely called bridges. The closest thing is they look like this, but they weren't these machine metric ones. God damn it. If I could remember the brand. I only looked at the fucking thing for 2 weeks straight. Like, must be off for work later, Eve and chat. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I know what you're talking about. Don't worry. it's gonna rack my brain. I'm gonna wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, fuck, that's it. If you guys see a random fucking brand that's tweeted out at 3 a.m., just know I found it. I figured out what it was. Um, but yeah, a few different companies make them. The ones I had to replace, like we had Dell, like really old Dell bridges that just like were not working. They were shitting the brick. So yeah. So we had originally Dell, and I think we looked at like one from Aruba, and that one wasn't cutting it. I can't remember which one we finally settled on. But anyway, you guys get the point. I'll look for it later. I'll look for it later. I hate these things were old. These things were fucking old. That's how I know. Like that. I also am not the biggest fan of Dell. If I'm being completely honest here, not my favorite. I will be. I am pretty swayed to Cisco. I drank the Kool-Aid. I like Cisco a lot. Uh, no, not AWS. Aruba has won me over on a few things, mainly their WAPs. That's a WAP. WAP, WAP, WAP. Fucking Christ. It's freaking expensive. Yeah, Cisco's very expensive. But if listen, if a company has the resources and they're willing to pay for it, I'm like, yes, please. Yeah. You want switches with Splunk added? Absolutely, friend. Let's get you that shit. Let's get you a 9300. Let's hook them bitches up. I worked a lot with 9300 Catalyst. But yes. Yeah. I do like them. Aruba has won me over on their wireless access points. That's what WAP means. It's not the song. I hate to disappoint. I hate to disappoint. I do like their wireless access points. Another one, I think. I do kind of like the setup for Cisco's wireless access points as far as like DNA center, DNAC. I like that you can see everything because I like to creep. Not that I like to creep like on like people, because we did have one site that was set up to where like we could see people moving. So like if your phone was connected, I could watch your little dot move with your MAC address. But more so the just like troubleshooting wise, it's very clean. It's very nice. I like it. Yes, I'll drink the Kool-Aid 10,000 times over for that. And if a company is willing to shell out the money, I'm absolutely like, yes, let's fucking do it. Cattle switches made me think violent thoughts. You know what switches make me think violent thoughts? These. Oh, Crystal. I thought it was K. These. These bitches make me want to cry. They are built like tanks, which sucks. Because they don't fucking die, which also sucks because I want to replace all of them. I want to replace all of them. They've died several times. Nuh-uh. Unfortunately, the ones that I've worked with have been built like tanks, and I wish they would just go away. I really. Oh. These fuckers and, Broadcom. What fucking switches? Which ones am I thinking of? There's these ones, but they're like fucking huge. They're like 80-pound, like mega racks. So essentially they have like 8 different sets of panels in them. And I can't remember. Of when you call up brands that are out of business. Because I've had to replace these. In our Lord and Savior year of 2022 to 2025, I can't tell you how many garbage, you know, obviously Broadcom has been bought out and stuff like that, but like I cannot tell you how many of these bitches I've taken out. Again, built like tanks. Absolute units. And that's part of the issue. The brocade switches. That's right, that's what they're called, brocade. Um I'm looking for the ones in particular that are just humongo fucking big chonkers. Not the ICXs, yes. These are, I feel like they're pretty easy to hot swap though. I will say that. But I'm trying to think. Da, 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 da. I want the big daddy switch. Where the fuck is that one? If I type that into Google, do you think it'll big brocade big switches? Because I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I feel like this is the back of. No, it's not. Okay, it's kind of like this, but instead it's like 4 sets here, 4 sets here. Is this it? We're getting closer. We're getting closer, chat. I promise. I just can't remember the nomenclature for it. I only ever worked on mid companies. Nobody buys bigger than unless they're insane. I'm telling you, I have pulled out so much garbage out of because essentially what I started off doing was I started off by taking contracts where I was replacing switchgear. And that's kind of how I transitioned from being radio comms because I had experience working on Red Hat Enterprise Linux, the like the router side of the house. So I had that experience, but I didn't really have anything past the router because the way that the Navy breaks everything up, at least on a carrier, is radio handles from the router and distant end, like the ISP and stuff like that. Um, and they handle a lot of the offshore communications. Magic skywaves is what I like to call it. But then you also have ITs who are network ITs, and they work downstairs in the dungeon, as I call it. Uh, they work on the third deck. Radio works on the O3 level. Network works on the third deck, normally. And they take care of all the switching and stuff like that, and the blades and all that stuff. Like, we didn't unless I went out of my way to help a friend troubleshoot, I really didn't get that experience. So I was severely lacking in it. So that's what I ended up doing. I took contracts and stuff that I was getting my hands on configurations and hot swapping shit. Should have gone to a small boy and suffered through all the sites of IT. I did not get a choice. My assignment was my one out of A school, so unfortunately, did not get a choice. I was a 4 and out. And I did 2 deployments. And that's kind of my claim to fame. That's all she wrote. But anyway. So I was taking out these brocades, and I was also taking out crystal switches that had been in service for when I tell you these bitches were dusty. They I'm surprised that half of them had not blown up. They had been in service for like 17 years. Like, I fucking floored, bro. I have to say, like, even these big boys that I showed you before, yeah, they're 80 pounds, but I feel like 20 of them was fucking dust that it had fucking taken in that had never been cleaned. Not only that, the closets looked like ass because nobody had managed to, like, did any cable management or anything like that. So I started with that. Then I took contracts for wireless. So I went kind of back to the IT route and I was doing surveys for different clients on their airspace, how well their wireless network was, performing and kind of the density of the signal and stuff like that. And then from there, they would get a consultation for how to fix it, um, what to do, different options, different layouts, and then, they would go on hire cablers, and then we would come back in after like provisioning all the APs and doing all that shit, and we would take another survey and, see if it ended up working better. So yeah, that was fun. We used this fun little device. It's called Ekahau. It's again very expensive, but I do like them quite a bit. Not this one. We did not have this fancy one. We had the Ekahau one. This one. This is the old boy. This is the purse. I used to call this the purse because it had a sling, and you
Thank you for the
essentially
follow, Crazy Spoons.
thank you. You essentially hook it up to the iPad, and then if you look at this, go away. If you look at this like tiny ass map here, it would essentially give you a map of like the area. So yes, this is what I looked like. I looked like this guy. This guy is actually way cooler than what I looked like. And so he would essentially you would essentially walk and like you would walk around the entire building. I'm talking like doing multiple passes and stuff like that. Um and so yeah, that was the fun. I actually really like that because again, it kind of broadened my comms and RF side. Yeah, this is what a map would look like. Freaking ResearchGate. Yeah, so this is what a map would look like. So you would have the building plans. So I would just get the building plans from whoever built the building. I would put that in, import that in, and then I would tell the software what the walls were made out of. So like if some of the walls were made of glass, then I would, tell it, okay, this, and this are made out of glass. This, and this is concrete with, rebar, or, whatever the fuck. Because depending on what something is made out of is how the signal is going to attenuate. So after that, it would give me a predictive model for how this thing, how the Wi-Fi would look essentially. So that's that. We talking IT? Yes, we are talking IT. So you map the network connections. I would map the Wi-Fi. I did, like I said, I did do hard swaps of switching stuff, switching gear. And so that I would map network connections. But yes. Yes. It's like walking into survey the network in the walls. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the first survey was, hey, what is this building made out of? And then the second survey was the actual RF
Thank you
survey.
for the follow, Residence Kitso.
But yes. So when people complain their laptop doesn't connect, they complain to her. They complained they complained to help desk, and then help desk, if I was on site, would call me because again, we have the god tier fucking permissions, so they don't have to ask for permissions to fix something. They can just come see us. I don't know what this is research for, but I just kind of flipped through it. It's just, I'm being nosy. I'm seeing what's on ResearchGate. Help desk says fix this exactly. Listen, I had some good friends at help desk. I'm not gonna lie, but for the majority part, I called them the unhelpful desk. Especially if I was on site because it's like, bruh, like, fucking, isn't this your job, homie? Like, shit. Like, aren't you supposed to be doing this? Like, this is not in my job. This is yours. But yes. Yes, yes, yes. It do be like that. It really do be like that. Really do be like that. I'm trying to think. But yeah, so that was like kind of like what a summary of all the contracts that I would take after my time in the Navy has just been a lot of networking, and I'm trying to go back or trying to go to cybersecurity and intel. Um but yeah, essentially that is that. Um do do do. So, anywho, I feel like I need to go back to research. Oh god. Oh goodness. I'm going on some nutso some whatchamacallit.
Thank you for the follow, bloody_hydro_bloodthirsty.
From what my dad has told me with his buddies that are currently in IT, they are really looking for people with AI certifications on top of it. Oh, that's the part that kind of fucks me up. I'm not gonna lie. So I have like some serious like some serious concerns about AI. I think as everyone has said, or as everyone uh, has, but I think it's going to be an unfortunate reality that I need to learn that skill, which sucks. Which it absolutely fucking sucks. I am trying to avoid doing anything with AI for as long as humanly possible, and it is just uh, that's not the way that it's going for. Yeah, again, yeah, exactly. I hate it as well, but that's what they're looking for. Exactly, exactly. Um, that is the thing with AI, and that's also the thing with forensics, which is what I'm in, is like a lot of these things use forensics or use AI for their forensics. Um, it's really rough. It's really rough. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and now in college I like it even less. Oh, Jesus. The amount of times that I respond to a very clearly written chat GPT or Claude, um, because a lot of people in my degree program use Claude mainly because it's better for fucking whatchamacallit, for coding, is ridiculous. As far as the discussion posts, I'm like, damn, gone are the days where I can actually have like a discussion with somebody. I will say, like, I am not opposed to people using it to organize their thoughts or organize their papers or like use it in that sense to be more productive, but when people
Thank you for the follow, Logic
to
Lux.
use it as generative, that's where I have an issue. Um, Also, as far as like for the VTubing community, I have a very, very strong policy, especially I think all of us in VFleet in general, we have a strong policy against using AI art, putting our models into AI, and it has been an issue in the past. Um, and it's like we have artists who work their asses off on like our models and like our art that they make, um and like it fucking sucks, bro. Like, shit. In my current work, I use AI support tool for our job. Yeah, I see. That's the thing, is like I don't necessarily, you know, at first I was totally 100% opposed. I do see the benefits of it as a support asset. Again, my problem is when it's generative, or when people use it for generative purpose. Um, yeah, it is an unfortunate reality that that is the direction that we're moving in. Um, I actually wrote a whole paper on AI in cyber forensics tools and kind of the you know the the benefits, but also the whatchamacallit, the benefits and the drawbacks. That's what I meant to say. So the only time I liked AI is the ability to parse security logs. That too, like, again, I definitely see it in that sense for security logs and stuff, but I just, I don't see a purpose for it in the generative sense. Like, there should be no reason, in my opinion. Um, Again, I don't see a problem with, you know, using it to organize or to like make a plan, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, definitely only as a support tool. I don't think it can actually replace human thoughts. And I also feel like the more that we start relying on it, the less that people are using their brain, and we're gonna slowly turn into like idiocracy. You know what I mean? Um, or like, you know, just people are just gonna stop having original thoughts, and that in my opinion, you know, call me frou-frou and like, you know, flower power child or whatever, like, I feel like when humans stop using their brains for creativity and for that stuff, I feel like that is the true death of humanity. Maybe not necessarily that, you know, humans die out, but like when we stop using our brains and we stop using our intellect and we start fully relying on artificial intelligence, that I feel like it's going to be the death of humanity. Wow, that was dark. Damn. um oh god, human creativity will never die. I hope it never does. I hope it never does. But I also see this like really, really large like movement and culture into, you know, uh accepting AI as way more than a support asset, and, you know, it being a replacement. The worst part is that they're forcing it on my Windows machine and my phone. Copilot. I had to, oh my god, I had to disable Copilot. All of the Windows bloat. We were actually talking about that a few weeks ago. I'm not the only IT nerd in VFleet. There's quite a few of us, and we were talking about just the sheer bloat in like Windows 11, because obviously Windows 10 end of life. Um, so like there's people who like, they're like, oh fuck, I need to move to like something else, and man, it was rough. Big Brother is watching. Exactly. Oh man, I didn't realize the time, guys. I do have to get going, so let me get to my yap screen, and I feel like we did a lot of yapping. I didn't do a lot of, a lot of research. I got Linux Mint and Kali on 2 separate external drives. Ooh, very nice. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to the yap screen. I'm gonna turn on my background music again. That's hopefully not too fucking loud and blasting out everything. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little IT chat. I hope that we can have more of these. Let me know. Thank you. Let me know what you guys want to learn. I did mention that like I do need to go on my certification journey. So fun. Honestly, I've been needing to do that and I haven't. It's a problem. So if there's anything that you guys want to learn that we can go on to a deep dive, let me know, because right now with my capstone project, I'm kind of in that mindset. So let's do it. But anyway, you know how this goes. Or if it's this is your first time here, I saw a lot of new followers, which is so exciting. So anyway, at the end of the stream, we end with the Liberty Call. So Liberty Call, Liberty Call. Remember, don't make a life, don't take a life, don't add or subtract to the population. If you're driving, don't drink it. If you're drinking, don't drive. And if you find yourself in jail, establish dominance as quickly as possible. I'm gonna send you over to Kat. She's playing Bioshock. Kat is our F-14 Tomcat. And so I hope you will enjoy her stream. But thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see y'all later. Bye! Smoked again.